really not sure why Mattel has decided to do not one, but two patties in 2023. Really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But also, to differentiate them, why didn't they actually change their names like they're supposed to be? This Cars 3 Demolition Derby patty, that one's good. Got that one right. But this one, patty, it is not supposed to be spelled with a Y. So I'm not sure why they have decided to give Patty, this Patty, Mario Andretti's assistant Patty, a Y in her name instead of an I. Really doing some disrespect to Patty. I'm really sorry about that, Patty. She is a real cool car. Really hasn't been released of a whole lot in the past. I mean, 2009, 2016, 2023, of course. But this is her brand new Thailand variant, and I have it here for you guys today. So, yeah, welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. Very excited to finally be reviewing Patty because it's funny how in the beginning of 2023 they did Mario Andretti, and I still haven't found him for whatever reason. I don't know why, but he's become kind of rare on the Redder Riders packaging. But then, a little later on in 2023 Singles Case K, they decided to do this Patty, of course, which is Mario Andretti's assistant. And you're probably wondering how I know that. Well, there really isn't too much information online about Patty, but we do know from the old Cars Finder video game, which was included in the original 2006 Blu ray of the movie, that Patty is indeed Mario Andretti's assistant because she does have a nice little biography about herself in that game. But unfortunately, I think now a lot of people don't really know that because I don't think a whole lot of people would even watch Cars on Blu-ray. They probably just watch it on Disney Plus. So a lot of people probably have never read Patty's bio in that game. So I think a lot of people are just left to wonder who the heck is Patty. And when they don't even spell her name correctly, I mean, it just makes it even harder because you look up Disney Cars Patty with a Y and you find a whole bunch of information about this Patty from Cars 3. So I'm very sorry to Patty. She really has not gotten a lot of love from Mattel in the past almost 2 decades. So that is why I have decided to review Miss Patty for you guys today. I think she's a really cool car. Really love her artwork. You can see her big old dent in the side, which I don't believe the diecast has. I mean, it wouldn't be on this side anyways. I guess we'll find out when we open her, but I swear I've seen images of her diecast before opened up. I don't think she has that dent, but I guess we'll find out. But she's just such a long car, and she's kind of like a half oval shape. Really, really wild. Said she's based on some kind of Aston Martin, which is kind of like Finnick Missiles car model, which is pretty cool. Yeah, an Aston Martin Lagondo. I have it all written down off to the side. Just forgot the name because I never heard of a Lagondo car before. But yeah, very cool. She does have a nice little smile there. You know, she's just Mario Andretti's assistant, so she probably doesn't have a whole ton to do with her days because Mario Andretti is a retired race car after all, so I don't think there should be that much to do. You know, probably just some bookkeeping and stuff, making sure nothing happens to him when he does attend a race. But yeah, as seen in Cars, got Johnny Blamer on the back, Fillmore, Dexter Hoover with his green flag, Lizzie, got Krusty Rotor, and Misty Motorcraft, who I can't wait to review very soon. Just reviewed Johnny Blamer. And then Dexter Hoover, I don't know what the heck happened to him, but I have never found him on Red Rider's card either. There's a lot of cards I've never found on this packaging style, but then again, some of them have become very plentiful in the stores, like Miss Patty here. Her and Motto and Mallory Carhut, all the cars from 2023 Singles Case K, have really been very easy for me to find for some reason. I think I found like probably 5 patties, but I already had one ordered from Mr. Docket, so I got that one coming in. And then I did end up finding 2 in a store, so I have enough patties to last me for quite a long time, but she would be a good car to do some customs with and stuff like that. But anyways, enough talk, guys. Without any further ado, let's bust open Patty and see how she looks. Yeah, it's a real shame, but I don't think a whole lot of people actually like Patty. I'm not really sure why. She is a brand new Thailand-made variant for 2023, so she's got that going for her. And she does look to be somewhat different from her Chinese counterpart. I wouldn't say it's a huge upgrade or downgrade, really. It's just not really much of a difference, but I guess it's enough. I feel like there's more silver on this one, less green. Although I don't have the original Chinese one to compare side by side, unfortunately, today, because I never had Patty before now, so this is like a brand new car to me. As you already know, I think her model is so cool, how it's almost like a half oval shape. I've never seen that before in a car. Her whole head area pretty much takes up like her entire length. I mean, she does have her hood, but the whole back section, it's almost like the trunk's not even there. It just kind of like extends all the way into the back. And it's definitely something you don't see too often with cars diecast. So I think that's pretty darn cool and unique. But before we get too far into the video, I want to show you guys where she appears at in the first Cars movie. We see her next to Mario Andretti because she is his assistant at the Los Angeles International Speedway while he's there just posing for pictures and whatnot. And then Fred, the old rusty car, comes up to them and he starts talking to Mario Andretti. And he can't believe that he knows his name. But hate to break it to you, Fred, but your name is on your license plate. So that's why all these famous race cars know your name. But anyways, yeah, Patty really doesn't appear too much in the first Cars movie, but she's there in the background. And honestly, I didn't even know she was Mario Andretti's assistant until very recently when this stock image of this new Thailand variant came out in, I'd say, like early to mid 2023. That's when we first knew that she was coming back for the year. And that's when I figured it out because Mr. Dockett said it in our little Disney Cars group chat over on Skype. But anyways, yeah, might as well zoom it on in now and see what she has to offer to us, good old Patty. I think her expression's pretty nice. She is looking kind of upwards a little, but it actually looks pretty good on this car because it almost looks like it was intentional. Not like we're on Mater's expression where it just looks like his eyeballs are too high. I think Patty actually kind of rocks this expression. I like it. She really doesn't have very thick eyelashes, but they're there, kind of. Not really, but they're kind of there. It's really just a classic Thailand eyeshadow effect, or eyelid shadow, I guess. But yeah, it looks good. No plastic eye plate. It's all metal too. But her blue eyes, very cool color, like a teal colored eyeball. And I like that a lot. Very nice. Silver trim around. She really doesn't have any decals or anything. Nothing notable to say she's Mario Andretti's assistant. But she does have a lot of nice silver trim, and it makes her look very, very classy. Online and in the Cars Finder video game, it does let you know that she is a Regazzetti Veloce 2-liter. So that's the kind of car she is. Pretty cool. Just a made up car model, but that sounds pretty cool. Reminds me of Antonio Veloce Exceliante's name, but I didn't know that was an actual type of car. Pretty cool. Little smile there, but it's actually just plastic, unfortunately. Plastic silver bumper. It doesn't really flow all that great into the rest of the silver trim, but I don't know. It comes across as a little bit cheap and plasticky, but whatever. I guess it's totally fine. Very old school looking headlights there. What the heck is that green on her headlight? It's like a bluish green light on the side for the turn signal light. That's weird. I've never seen anything like that. Usually it'd be orange, but green on Patty. I guess she really likes to color green. Her whole color is green, but it's a very like kind of faded green. Definitely not 100% accurate. I feel like the Chinese one is probably better for that because it looks more like a olive kind of sage green. This one looks more like I don't know, an ashy kind of silverized green, but it's still nice. I like it. I like that it's different. Gives me more of a reason to go get the Chinese version of Patty. She's not rare, so I definitely could get that one. Cool little silver grill there. Very nice. And then, yeah, her rims are pretty basic. Just a classic kind of silver rim. No writing on the tires. But I like how squared off her wheel wells are. Pretty cool. Big piece of silver trim on the side and the top and bottom. Really, I've never seen a car with more silver trim than Patty. Very cool window design, too. Very thick gap in between the front and back ones. And she's a two-door sedan, obviously, so she's got double the handlebars there. I think her mirrors are plastic. Yeah, they're definitely, it's like a plastic piece, but it almost doesn't even look at it. Kind of looks like they're metal, but I don't think they are. Hard to tell on Patty. Yeah, they're definitely plastic. I can see a little bit of a gap, but they do wiggle around a little bit, but they're nice. Definitely looks nice. And then top view there, she just looks like I've never seen like a car that looks like this before. Like when you look at her from a top view, you can see all of her eyes. Usually you can't. Like look on Fred, you can't even see his eyes barely. But Patty, you can just see her entire expression. That's pretty cool. Very wild looking car. Definitely never seen anything like it before. only car of this model to get a Cars diecast. There may be others, like other repaints of her in the Cars movies. I don't think there is though, but maybe in the first one there might be others, but they never done any of them as diecast. At least silver trim on the back window, of course, more silver trim underneath it, and then she has her trunk there, and then some more old kind of looking tail lights now, very rectangular looking with the silver trim around them, and then she does have another plastic bumper on the back, so that kind of sucks. Not a plastic bumpers on Patti, but it's kind of what Thailand does. So, whatever. Anyways, her license plate, it is a little bit hard to read, but it says TJ7-75, and then on the top, I think it says Axel Bend from what I can see, but it's very hard to actually read. Very blurry, but I think that's what the old Chinese one said, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm pretty sure it says Axel Bend. I guess that would be where Patti is from. Then again, online on the Pixar Cars wiki page, which I think they got the info from the Cars Finder video game. I don't know, but it did say that she's from New Suspension, which I think is like a pun on New York or New Philadelphia. I don't know, but some kind of state. And I don't know. So now I'm left to wonder, where is Patti from? Axel Bend or New Suspension? I really don't know. But I would say probably Axel Bend because that's what I think her license plate says on top, but I really can't read it. Anyways, on the base, her date stamp is S20A. I've never seen a bigger date stamp than that. Wow. Especially in brown, too. I never see the brown ones that often. Kind of flat base though, it really isn't a whole lot of detail, but still pretty nice. She does have the year copyrighted for some reason, 2022. I guess that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, I never understood why is the front axle thing or rivet, whatever they're called, why is that one never painted? Like it's just silver, like it should be. And the back one's always like the color that the car is. I never understood that. Seems to be the case though with all cars these days. But anyways, yeah, I really don't have anything to compare Patti to, unfortunately. So this is going to end up being a pretty short video. But here she is next to Mario Andretti, her boss, I guess. He is an old retired race car, of course, number 11, based off of the real life Mario Andretti. I believe, at least, right? I'm pretty sure. Kind of forget. Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's based off real life Dale Earnhardt Jr., but is Mario? I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comments. I kind of forget. But I would like to get his Thailand variant sooner or later. It would definitely be nice. I'm not really sure why he needs Patti though. Why does he need Patti to go to the Piston Cup tiebreaker race? I'm not really sure. He's just acting like a fan, kind of. Probably has a nice press box to watch the race in or something. Probably reserved seating for him and Patti. But like, why does he need Patti? You know, is he worried about getting shanked at the race? I don't know what it is. I mean, Fred, he comes off a little bit creepy, so maybe it's just ward off any kind of creeps like Fred. Sorry, Fred. I don't think Fred's a creep, but he is a little bit sketchy, gotta be honest. And he doesn't look the most presentable either, so I could see why maybe he wants a bodyguard, but it's not really what Patti is. She's just his assistant, so I don't really know why she has to go. Maybe she's also his wife. Who knows? I think that would make more sense, to be honest, but I don't know. They do look kind of to be like the same age, so it would make sense. I'm not sure. But anyways, that is Patti. I don't really have anything else to say about Patti that I can think of. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, Patti's dent obviously isn't on the diecast like it was on the artwork. Now technically, it never actually is there in the movie. Not sure why they added a dent to her side for the artwork, but I don't know. I guess technically this diecast isn't inaccurate. It's still kind of weird though. Or maybe it's not even a dent and it just kind of looks like one. I'm really not sure. But anyways, yeah, Patti is pretty cool. I like her a lot, and I would definitely pick her up. I don't think it's that much different from the Chinese one, but then again, I don't have it, so I can't really compare the two. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you think of Patti down in the comments below, and let me know, where is Patti actually from? Axle Bend or New Suspension? Because I really don't know. I'm kind of confused on that. Anyways, though, thank you guys for watching, and with that, I'll see you guys next time, right here on the Cars Garage.